I'm really pleased to be able to introduce our speaker for today, and that's Dr. Michele Montiani.
But what makes the painting come together is this handling of the brush in this monochrome, tonal monochrome painting with this layered brushwork. This is because the painting was itself a coming together, if you like, of artists. 3 artists were responsible for the creation of this painting. And I will invite you to think about the fact that the painting seems to be so involved with its own tradition to become almost like there's something very persuasive about it. This is where the media sphere starts to emerge. How did these people started to talk about being in Shannon, and how did these people started to share their experience and transmit their experience to their towns, to the original towns, to the place that they were coming from. This kind of proto-bohemian world, if you like, with overpriced rooms, crowded tea houses, antique stores, and loud theaters, was really the cradle of much of modern China's literary, cultural, and theatrical culture.
And it was very interesting to find out about the hierarchical system of the exams and an official scholar versus an uncredentialed scholar, and how there was a lot of creative art and I don't want to go so far as to say a movement, but definitely a shift in artistic style and presentation from the uncredentialed scholars. And I found that very fascinating. I think
and these artists didn't follow the rules of some of these painting schools, and that's why some of them were called eccentrics, because it was new. It's almost like if you look at the Impressionism art that developed in Europe compared to what was done traditionally, this is kind of similar to that.
Well, I think the event was excellent. The professor from Reed is quite soft-spoken, but there's a kind of eloquence to him and a kind of intellectual vitality, I think, that gets transmitted. So the talk was never boring, always interesting, but concerned with these kind of slightly subtle, postmodern concepts involving how the people of the time were representing themselves and representing the town, and so on.